Bonjour, salut, and welcome to another midweek reflection. I'm sure there is a reason for the French for later on. For now, I hope you've had an okay week. Some of you have had a great week, some of you might have had a tough week, but whichever it's been for you, I hope there have been some, if not many, reasons to smile within it. Which brings us to our challenges from last week. You had two. One of them's ongoing. You might remember the before and after hairdresser images. We've had a few in already, some quite dramatic transformations. I'm looking at you, Pam. And we'll be sharing those possibly next week, if not the week after. We're going to give it a bit more time because I know some people have got appointments this week. So don't forget, if you're going to the hairdressers, to do a before and after picture. I'm told that Mars has already got this ready for my before and after photo. So at some point, possibly tomorrow, I'll go down to the hairdressers and get this shorn off. So that was the ongoing challenge. The other one was an invitation to send in and share things that have made you smile. Hopefully each week with our reflections, there's been some reasons to smile, but we ask you to share specific things that have made you smile, quotes, photos, encounters, whatever they might be. So here, hopefully then, to make you smile, are some of the things that you sent in. Well, one thing that's definitely made me smile, along with this ridiculous wind-induced haircut, is the gorgeous scenery that we have on our doorsteps. Just look at that view! Isn't that gorgeous? And coming up here as much as I can to have a bit of time out. And actually, it's nearly 2:30 on Sunday, so it's time for another thing that makes me smile, the Castle Square conference call. So off you pop. I think they were pretty amazing, especially that last reason to smile. I think there was a lot in that. But I'm recording this, it's currently the 14th of July, which is Bastille Day, or La Fête Nationale, as our French brothers and sisters would say, but with a better accent. And it's a day where there'll be celebrations. There are many celebrations going on today, this year honouring many of the people who have helped during the pandemic. They've also had a huge pay rise for health workers, something we might want to speak out about here. And the day is synonymous really with the French Revolution, even though the first Fête Nationale happened when King Louis was still around. He attended, and there was a big mass, a big church service, and fine wine was of course drunk. And apparently for 4 days afterwards, the celebrations continued with many people running around the streets naked as a sign of their freedom. So to celebrate this, I thought, I thought what we'd do is have a sing-song. So I managed, because their tours were cancelled, I managed to contact two of probably... Well, certainly the best female singer in Wales, Catherine Jenkins, has got nothing on her, and one of the more well-known French singers as well. And they're going to sing to us now, La Marseillaise. So take it away.
Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglant élevé, l'étendard sanglant élevé. Attendez-vous dans nos campagnes, rugir ces féroces soldats qui viennent jusque dans nos bras, égorger nos fils et nos compagnes. Aux armes, citoyens, formez vos bataillons.
Goes on longer than I thought, eh?
Marchons, marchons, qu'un sang impur abreuve nos sillons.
Woo! Vive la France!
Vive la France!
Wasn't that spectacular? Magnifique. Très bien. Viviane et Anne. Great stuff. Stirring stuff. The French national anthem, I think, is stirring. I think it evokes the ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity, or solidarity, as we might gender neutralize it. I think it's a great national anthem, and often I find myself jealous of it compared to the English national anthem, because the English national anthem, it can feel a bit turgid. I think it's the only national anthem that focuses on one person, God Save the Queen. And I like the Queen. I'm not a royalist, but I think she's pretty awesome. I think her Christmas messages are incredibly radically Christian. I think she can be a steadying force. You just have to look across the pond at what happens when you get certain presidents in power. Not that I'm advocating for the monarchy. I don't want to get myself into hot water. I'm just saying that I think the Queen's pretty awesome, but I still feel a bit weird about singing a national anthem just about her. The folk singer Grace Petrie did a wonderful song called God Save the Hungry, which kind of undoes this. It was written at a time of austerity in the UK, and it questions why we're singing God Save the Queen. I just thought I'd read a few lyrics to it, and then after this video, if you stay on YouTube, we'll put a link to hers, because I think these words are amazing. She sings, she's often at Greenbelt, something I'll be missing this year. She sings, yeah, it's true God ain't my thing, but if he was, I'd rather sing for all of the refugees perishing in foreign seas. Those bodies washed up on the shores were fleeing our state-sponsored wars. And our leader sees nothing wrong, so I wrote him a brand new song. God save the hungry and God save the poor. God save those desperate souls whose lives were torn apart by war. God save the homeless and those with disabilities and all the other targets of this heartless ideology. There's a long and shameful list of folks we need God to assist, but those who sleep in palaces at night, I think they're doing all right. And whilst I love the Queen, I think Grace Petrie has a real point there. It's a fabulous song. So I do struggle a bit with the English national anthem. However, one of its redeeming qualities is when you read the longer version, when you read the full version, all the verses. How many of us know them? I wonder if any. But one of the verses really stood out for me, or stands out for me. It reads thus: "Not in this land alone, but be God's mercies known from shore to shore. Lord, make the nations see that men should brothers be, and form one family, the wide world o'er." I think that's incredible. I think, when you think how jingoistic often the English national anthem can feel, to have that verse, not just in this land alone. It's not just God bless England, not in this land alone, but from shore to shore. Let all the nations see that we should brothers and sisters be, and form one family, the wide world over. Anyway, I don't wish to get into a discussion about who has the best national anthem, because I will lose that quite considerably. But it did get me thinking, the words there and what we've seen in the past few months, we have seen, as if we needed to be reminded, that we are all interconnected. that the false barriers and boundaries we create, the human-made ones, are really just harmful to often harmful to our well-being, that they can be divisive, that flags and territories can be more to do with power and control than anything else. And with this pandemic, it pays no heed to boundaries, and that the health of one, the health of the individual, affects the health of all, that we should be looking after each other, that we are one family, that we are all sons and daughters of God, brothers and sisters of Christ. And we're lucky, we're blessed as Castle Square and St David's Uniting, for we have a lot of international connections. In that gallery you saw earlier of things that make you smile, we saw images from Canada and the Cayman Islands and across the UK, but we know we've got friends in many places. Some of you might remember at St David's Uniting last year, I think it was, we counted up the connections we had either within the congregation or from people who had come to visit us from the different countries. And after about 10 minutes, when we got to about 25-30, I said we needed to get on with the rest of the service, which is great though. It's great that we have all these connections with our friends, with our family around the world. And so to celebrate that, and as a nod to the fact that we are missing communal singing, and even when we go back, whenever that will be, and in whatever way that will be, we won't be able to sing communally. And certainly on the BBC website this week, it was looking at how in Wales in particular, we are missing that idea and that hoil of community singing. So the challenge this week is for you to record you singing a national anthem. That could be the Welsh national anthem, the English national anthem, the French one, or it could be a number of the other national anthems that you know. Certainly those in foreign climes, we would welcome your version. Feel free to play it on a CD and sing along or wave a flag if you are not gifted vocally. But even within our congregations, we know some. I know some of us have learned the South African national anthem, and others will be known. So that's the challenge for this week. Along with the before and after hairdresser photos, please continue to send those in. We encourage you to send in a clip, a recording of you singing any national anthem, a reminder that we are all one family across the world, all interconnected. So that's it for this week. Yeah, that's us done. So go well, have a good week. Vive la France and every country, and see you soon. Bye for now.